By this time we had mostly recovered. White-hot plasma was flung from turrets along the wall, cutting down slews of humans at a time. Smoking holes appeared and gushed red, where beams of highly concentrated photons met flesh and steel. Yet still they came on, some coming with half a face or limb. They didn't seem to die unless completely annihilated, and fought with whatever they could spend, which was either their life or their consciousness. It was in that moment I knew that it was hopeless. Suddenly, a small cylinder with holes drilled in it appeared to my left, skidding along the cracked and blood-stained cement. Everything turned white, and streaks of pain bolted through my brain, then black as something thudded against my head. I awoke in a metal chair, in a small metal room, at a metal table which had accumulated a fair amount of saliva from my open mouth. I looked around, and to my left, saw stars out a circular porthole. Realizing I was not restrained, I stretched my limbs and relaxed. I suppose I should have fought to escape, but for some reason I chose not to. A few increments later, the metal door opened. My warrior instincts soared, but I dismissed them. What would I do? They didn't bring me to this place to die. Out from it strode a human male, clad in that same gray-green textile, but this time without the mass of armor surrounding it. He sat down at the chair opposite of me and gave me a stare. I returned the favor. Oddly, I felt entranced by his soft eyes. The muscles inside them moved ever so slightly, like an expanding pool. Unlike mine, which is hidden behind a wall of smooth, transparent crystal. "You're the first one to not attack me today," the human said in my language, holding up a previously concealed stun rod in his hand. He dropped it on the table between us. Lazily, I shifted in my chair. Well, what would I have done? I am not stupid, human. He thoughtfully looked at me again, and I could almost see the mind working through those eyes. "That's a good start," he finally remarked. Intrigued, I asked, "Start to what?" He answered ambiguously. "Would you like to rebuild your people?" "Of course." The human paused. "Would you like to become the next hegemon?" I no longer sat idly in my chair. "Hegemon? I was shooting at you not a few degrees ago." "Rotations," the human corrected. "And we think that you're the right person for the job." I grew suspicious and leaned forward in the chair. "Why?" "You seem to be intelligent, capable of being a strong leader, and you decided to not attack when we met." All speak of qualities, the human drew a breath through his fleshy pink mouth, "we require." I knew where this was going. "Why do you want a Yalic hegemon? Surely you could raise the planet and establish a flourishing human colony." "We could," the human admitted. "But it is not of our preferred way. We do not enjoy that particular destruction." I tensed. "You certainly seem to enjoy that kind of destruction during your world wars," I said coldly. The human's eyes flashed with a bright anger, then settled into a somber dullness. "You are right. Violence is at the very core of every human. We revel in it. But it does not mean we enjoy what we have done. Guilt is as strong as the glory of battle. We have made our mistakes, and we are not proud of them." He stiffened. "But so have you. We do not take well to injury." "We know. And I am sorry for them," I said dismissively. I leaned in. "But what is the real reason for letting us stay? Surely it cannot be only for the goodness of your hearts." The human grinned, a predatory, worrisome thing. "You know us better than ourselves." "Very well. We need a foreign trade outlet. You see, our domestic market has grown stale, and the war has drained us a lot. So, we need the Yalick. So, I am to become your puppet? Not at all. You may of course exercise sovereign power, but you must be prone to. He adopted a different tone, and moved forward until he was where we were almost touching faces. Suggestions? I see. Leaning back, I said, so, another irony to top off this idiotic war indeed? Indeed. End of excerpt. For use outside of Yalick Human Joint Education or purchase of the source novel, please contact Bolivisero Publishing Bureau. Author's name and the link to original text is in the description.